Hey everybody, Mike Iaconelli back out here in the shop, and I want to talk to you about the correct way to fill a spinning reel with line and to stop line twist. You know, line twist is kind of an inherent problem with this style reel, but there's a handful of things we can do to stop that, and I want to go over it with you. You know, the first one is spooling the reel itself, and you know, really the right way to spool it to minimize line twist. And the first thing is, when you go through the guides on your rod and you tie it to that spool, if you're using just a filler pack or a bulk spool, doesn't matter. When I'm reeling that line in off the spool, I always want to make sure that the line is coming off of the spool counterclockwise, because if you look at a spinning reel, it always puts it on clockwise, so I want it coming off of the spool counterclockwise. That's the first step to eliminating twist. The second one is, you know, as I'm reeling it in, as I tie it to that spool and I'm reeling it off of this, I use a silicone based spray, and I'm using reel snot. And basically what I'll do is I'll shake this stuff up, I'll get a really soft towel or a cloth, and I'll spray that into the cloth. And as I'm reeling that line in, I bring it through that reel snot on that cloth. And that's going to help eliminate some of that chalk, and it's going to give it a little bit of lubrication to help memory, to help reduce that line twist, and to help your casting distance. You know, the third thing I'm going to do when I spool a spinning reel is, when I'm reeling that in, unlike a bait caster, I'm going to stop before I totally fill the spool of that reel. And the correct amount of space you want to leave, if you look at the base of that spool right there, you want to leave at least 1/8 of an inch of the bottom of that spool open. So you never want to overfill your spinning reels, because that's going to help produce those bird nests. So leave at least 1/8 of an inch on the base of that spool. You know, the last thing you could do to help eliminate line twist is when you're actually fishing. And I see so many people make the mistake of not closing the bail by hand. I see so many people make that cast and go like this, and make that cast and go like that. And by using your handle to close that bail, every time you do that, it's throwing a little bit of slack into that line on that spool. And that's the beginning of those bird nests. Get in the habit that after you make that cast, you're going to close it by hand and make sure the line's under the roller and begin your fishing. So just keep practicing it. Make that cast, close the bail by hand, make sure your line's under the roller. If you do those 4 things, I guarantee you're going to have less problems with the spinning reel. Give it a try. It won't make you crazy anymore. You're going to be able to fish. See you later.